Jeez, I'm nervous as shit. Would have embarrassed myself on the internet for nothing. If you know how to do it so well, then why don't you do it yourself? This is gonna be really hard. Doing makeup and talking, I've never done it before. Now I'm making other people look bad when I just literally have to look in the mirror and self-reflect. So if I don't have power, then I am the victim, so I'm gonna act like it. Ugh, this is embarrassing and it's gross. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. It wasn't a relationship, it was like a situationship. If I don't talk to him now, I'm gonna die. Fuck, that hurts. I was drinking. Why was I drinking? I want to step something. Hello my beautiful friends, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is an impromptu video considering that on Wednesdays on this channel I normally talk about fun facts, and lately I've been thinking of trying to get into more of myself as a person and talk to you guys about the things that I learned, the person that I am, because I'm already showing you my life every Friday, almost every Friday. And I think we should connect on another level. So today I am going to reveal to you the two main things that I learned in May about myself that I'm hoping can help somebody, because then if it doesn't, I would have embarrassed myself on the internet for nothing. Nobody wants that. Now I'm gonna do my makeup while I do that so that I don't look directly at the camera, because I'm gonna be made embarrassed. Anyway, so friends, the first thing that I actually realized in the middle of May. Today is the 30th of May, so it's pretty safe to actually do talk about stuff that I've reflected on in this month, because it's ending tomorrow. Anyway, so I realized this in the middle of the month, and then I went home last week and it was confirmed even more, and I paid more attention to it. I hate being told that I'm wrong. I am quite a self-righteous person. I say things that are patronizing, like I'm always right, I do not lie, and things like that. So I have realized that I have this problem where if I'm being told I'm doing something wrong, I either get really angry and rude, or I go straight to victim mentality. It's the whole this, then I'm like, yeah, mother, you know, if you know how to do it so well, then why don't you do it yourself? I don't always say these things, but then I find some things that are passive aggressive to say to the other person to try and get out what I feel without being as rude as I would be, which is pretty effed up. It's something that I haven't faced for a very long time. It has affected every single relationship that I have ever had. And I'm not talking romantic only. Of course, it has affected my romantic relationships. It has affected my relationship with my sister, with my mom. It has affected my relationships with some of our neighbors too, and other friends, you know. So it's really bad, okay? And I realized also in one instance that made me realize that I have zoned into victim mentality is this one time Lil Baby's mama came, right, and she was not happy with something that I had done, and I think I was going through the most that day. I just woke up emotional that day, and she said that, and I completely burst into tears, and I just, like, my whole day was ruined, right? And it was just big bad Lil Baby's mama, she did this and she did that, you know. It was like that for a while. Then this one day I was scrolling on TikTok, and this girl it popped up. I follow her actually, and she's a life coach, I think, and her video was talking about five ways in which you sabotage yourself. I think she was talking about self-sabotage. I don't remember how exactly she worded it, but she was talking about something like that. And then number 5 was always dwelling on victim mentality. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I think I do this. Because last year my sister went through a similar phase and I was on her case the whole time. Like, nobody is trying to attack you. You are just this. And I realized, gee, I'm going through a similar thing, but worse. Because now I'm making other people look bad when I just literally have to look in the mirror and self-reflect about what was going on. I was like, yo, no, it's not that in every situation with every person that I'm always right or that I'm always wrong. This is a big factor that comes into it. The other person may be wrong sometimes, but my victim mentality, me going straight to crying and doing this, it's me not wanting to acknowledge. It's like with my job, I can't just like do the same thing I would do and be defensive like with my sister. I have to think first because I don't want to lose the job, okay? So I think I didn't have the power to be rude and aggressive like I normally am. So I was like, I'm gonna cry then. Obviously, this was not a conscious decision, but I realized that subconsciously, this is what I was doing. I was like, okay, so if I don't have power, then I am the victim, so I'm gonna act like it. That is number one. I'm gonna talk about the moral of the story at the end when I talk about the second one, which is more hectic. I should put foundation on.
A few moments later.
I've done quite a few things, and there's a video that I just made now that I think I'm not going to include in the final video. But I had to do my makeup off camera while watching the previous video because I didn't make any progress, you know. Anywho, if you have not noticed yet, from the first point, I have some pretty bad toxic traits that I'm only realizing I have now, and this one actually has to do with a romantic relationship that I was in. So I got involved with this guy some time ago, and I told a little bit of the story on TikTok some time ago. And I never quite got over him. I thought I did, like last year when it happened, and like I talked about the story, which was made embarrassing, but I did go to his work and I told him, yo, I have feelings for you, I think I love you, because we had a thing, and it wasn't a relationship, it was like a situationship or something like that. And he said something that I do not want to repeat, like I don't want to deal with it on camera again. But I thought I cried. I think I cried for a week because like I had strong feelings for that guy at that point, and I thought I was over it. But then every time his name was mentioned, I just felt icky, and I kind of ignored it. This was last year, like maybe Ngabome. So, and then November, it came up again out of the blue, and I just started crying like I never cried. Back in May or whatever the month was when that happened. I purged, and I thought that was it because gee whiz, I cried for like a week or two, and I just like I couldn't believe it. Was like I was in disbelief. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened, right? And this year there's so many things that have happened, my growth, my healing journey, and so many things that just have happened, and I thought I was past that. Huh? Boy, was I wrong. So I stopped drinking alcohol sometime last year. Maybe it was around June, around the same time I decided to go celibate. Did I go celibate? Let me just say I decided to abstain, okay, from, you know, sex. So I stopped drinking alcohol, and I have had alcohol here and there. I think the first time I had alcohol in months, I came here as a part-time nanny for little baby and stuff, and little baby's mama gave me a little Jaeger mask. It didn't do much. It was okay. I remember, did I drink after that? I don't really remember, but like I wasn't really drinking. And this one time I visited little baby's mama's house back where she is, where she lives and works from, right? And then she poured some tequilas for us and stuff, and I drank then, and I got in my feelings, right? But then Lil Baby's mama was on a call with her man at the time, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm just like envious of the relationship. Their conversation is so sweet and stuff, you know. I brushed it off, and then I came here. You're gonna see the vlog in a few weeks. And I came here. I went and thought, oh, I have a little bit of money to spare. Perhaps I could go to the clubhouse and Lil Baby can go play in the slides, and I am going to get myself something to drink. So I got 2 Savannahs, which was not supposed to be bad, but I think for someone who's now lightweight like me, because I don't drink anymore, that was enough to get me in my feelings. I even lost my little tripod stand on that day. So I realized at some point when I got home that, oh my god, I miss him. Like, I was like, yo, if I don't talk to him now, I'm gonna die. Yep. Yeah, being intoxicated is going to make you feel like you're crazy. But like, that happened, right? And I didn't have anyone to talk to. My sister didn't have a phone at the time and stuff, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna call him. And so I did. At least I was sane enough to put my number on private, and I called him and he answered, and I froze. I was like, and then I dropped the call, and I was like, yo, at least I heard his voice. But then I was like, what the F was that, right? This is where I started questioning myself. And then I went home a week or so later, and then I got on a bender. Like, how did the drinking start? Do I remember? I'm gonna take too long to remember, but I was drinking. Why was I drinking? Oh, I remember. My brother-in-law's birthday was a few days earlier, so I decided to get him a little cheap cake from Pick and Pay and a 6-pack, and as a gift from me and my sister. Then my sister and I got some wine for the 2 of us, like 1 liter, because you know I don't drink much, and Nae, she's not supposed to drink much because you're okay. So we got that, and then I'm not doing makeup, am I? No, I'm not. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we got home, we had fun, we drank, I ate cake, and I thought a toothcake was gonna kill me, but it didn't. That same day I had gone to the doctor that I wanted to go to like for 3 years about my vocal fatigue, and I found out that everything is okay. I was just in a celebratory mood, okay? I even got myself a cake. So I drank the alcohol, be wine, I realized, no, I want more. So I got like ingutu zama savannah, and I just went on, and then I got on my feelings again that night. And I started questioning this, like, what is going on? And I looked into it. I started journaling. I talked to my sister about it, because obviously she knows him and stuff. And then at some point I was like, no, I have to talk to him. Like, I have to ask what happened, because like during all that time, did he never love me? Because like I am pretty sure that we had something, because like he did get drunk and did tell me those 3 words, that right? But then like he was drunk and he didn't remember, or he said he didn't remember, but right? And so when I confessed my feelings to him when he was very much sober, he just said some words that I am just, we're not doing that. It still hurts, and I think since I talked about healing my throat chakra, I might as well heal my root chakra as well and just face my fears. I want to step something. Now you know I have issues. But okay, I think he said, I admire the courage. Yeah, so fuck, that hurts. Okay, I'm not gonna cry while doing my makeup. Okay, and so I was like, no, I have to talk to him, like, and find out what happened. Like, he never really had feelings for me. what was going on. I was so convinced I was gonna do this. Like I spent, I think, 3.5 days or 4 days at home, and I came to work with the intention yokuthi ngizomfonela nje ngikhulume naye and ask him, like. And then I stumbled over this video. I'm going to insert this video here with Steve Harvey and this lady judge, I forgot what her name is. Then you can see.
My mother always told me, never let a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once, because that's what you have to understand, because women will hang on to a relationship till it drags them through the mud. Let it go the first time. If he really loves you, he'll come for you.
Can I tell you something? That's a very true statement. Don't let a man have to tell you he don't want you more than once. Once we say it, we ain't joking.
Alright, so I watched that video, and again something went in my head. Boom. Wait a minute, a light bulb. Okay, it went. You turn me on like a light switch. It went like that, and I was like, wait a damn minute. I remembered that from the very beginning, this guy, I pursued this guy, then he said, oh no, I like you, whatever, and then he withdrew a couple of hours later, and he was like, oh, did I tell you guys how I pursued him? I didn't. That video that I had made. But okay, let me just say, I saw him, I liked him, obsessed over him, and I started pursuing him. I did everything in my power to get his number and to start talking to him. So I talked to him, and I told him I like him and I would like to spend time with him, and then he said he likes me and he would like to spend time with me as well. And I was like, wow, great, hallelujah, thank you. Do not put the Lord's name in vain. Okay. And I was like, hallelujah, I'm so grateful, right? Okay. A few hours later, he calls me. He goes, Lani, I'm sorry. Like, okay, this is getting correct. Oh, my powder. Okay. He goes, Lani. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But he goes, okay, I'm so sorry, but I'm not ready for this. I thought I was, and now I'm thinking about it and I'm realizing, nope, we are not doing that. Okay, he didn't say it like that. I'm just trying to deal with my feelings. Anyway, so he said that, and I was like, oh, okay. I understand, and I totally understand. I did not. Well, I did, but I didn't want to. I was like, me, nane, I'm a Leo, me. My thing, sign is ruled by the sun, okay? And I am a lion, the king of the jungle. You can't tell me no. You can't tell me nothing. I am going to get you. And I did. I did, but it was not easy. Many times he told me no. Like, I would want to spend time with him and he was like, no, I need to go to church, or I need to do this. And I was like, okay. But I wouldn't give up, and that's how we managed to end up spending all this time together, and we actually enjoyed each other's company. But the point of this is him not accepting my feelings for him later, months later, shouldn't have come to me as a surprise, because he had rejected me and I had failed to accept it. I'm not really good at this, because now I'm talking with my hands instead of doing makeup, and I'm being too passionate about this. But like, he told me how he felt and I chose not to accept it. This looks bad, doesn't it? I think it's because I'm not concentrating. And I chose not to accept it. And I realized after that video, yo, these people are spitting. Okay, this guy already told me more than once that he didn't like me. He didn't want me. Anyway, the point of this whole story is, at that point I realized, guys, do you realize that what I just explained to you, what I did pursuing him like that, even after he says no, and I would still go on and try to get him, and he would actually come and spend time together, and he ended up actually liking my company, but then he would keep holding back. He never wanted me in the first place, and I did this, and that was I thought this was okay. And then I said, look at it this way. Imagine if this was a man that was doing this to a woman. That would be harassment. He would have had grounds to file a restraining order against me. I mean, he did have grounds then, but I'm just saying, if it was the other way around, it would have been bad even to the people around us. Like, they wouldn't have let such a thing happen to me. If he was doing it to me, it was going to be very serious. It was going to be a very serious issue. But I didn't see it until I saw that video just a few nights ago. And I was like, I have to work on this. I have to work on myself and ditch these toxic traits. I don't know, but like, I have to get to the root of it and try to do better, because I know I can do better. And like, you know, the worst part about this is that me and that guy, we can vibe and whatever, but we don't have the same beliefs. We bicker about a lot of things, like religion and sexual orientation and, you know, stuff that is just like, we don't agree on a lot of things that are actually important. And there's so many things also when I got drunk, stuff that I said and upset him that way, just horrible. There's just so much baggage that I wanted to ignore to be with him. That's another thing I realized in Guti. My self-worth is very low for some reason. I do not know why, but it is. And I need to work on that, because if I feel like, oh no, this is not the right fit, but then I would still pursue the same person, and even after they reject me many times, I was still, I feel like I'm talking about somebody else that I don't know. It really isn't, it doesn't feel like I'm talking about myself. But guys, the reason why I am telling the story and embarrassing myself like this is hopefully so that someone can learn from me and we can be self-aware. It may not be something that is exactly the same as what I've talked about on this video, but these things that we do that we don't realize are hurting the people that we love, and there are things that we carry within ourselves that we don't realize are counting against us. But yeah, that is the point. I wanted to talk about this so that I can just erase that up. There's just things that we do that we are not aware of, that we're carrying around, that are pulling us back. And you could journal, you could meditate, you could go to therapy, do something about it to change and be better. Or at least if you can do it for yourself, let me speak for myself. Do it for myself, so that I don't drag this baggage, all these bad things, into more relationships, new friendships, and you know, the relationships that I'm in right now, people I have to nurture, like my mom and sister. I do not want to keep putting them through things like this, and I do not want to always make other people look bad when I'm the one that has to pay attention to myself, because I want to be better. So I thought I would share this and hold myself accountable in public for the things that are very ugly that I do. This sounds like something Amber Heard would do, not me. But yeah, those are the 2 lessons that I learned in the month of May, and I just wanted to share with you, and hopefully you can learn from me. I'm not sure if I have anything else to say, but like, I'm not done with my makeup, and I think I owe it to you to show you the results. So I'm just gonna do the rest off camera, and then I will come back with the result and film the outro. Alright, my dear friends, this is the finished look. I thought I would come out here to the sun to film the finished look because I realized this is something that is very inauthentic of me. I get so self-conscious about my makeup, so much so that I never, like when I film it, I just don't show the end result anymore. If I do, I don't look at the camera. I just like do whatever it is that I have to do and just film the side or whatever, because I feel like sometimes I look so white, like I look like a ghost, and I look at my neck and I'm like, this doesn't match, and I think I'm afraid of being judged for how I do my makeup. But this is the finished look, and I just wanted to say, I think for someone who just told 2 stories where I appear to be the villain in other people's stories, it's very unrealistic of me perhaps to ask this, but please be kind in the comments. If you have something to say, just be kind. And if you did learn something or reflect on yourself because of something that I said about myself, please do let me know. That will make me feel so much better, because I'm like, dude, why do you have to do this to yourself? But I don't know, I felt called to do it, and I just thought, you know, I have experienced some things in the past that I would like to share in the future. Hopefully they would help some people, younger people, or even, you know, people that are older than me or people that are my age. Might as well start practicing saying things that are hard to say on camera and sharing that with my audience, in hopes of, you know, one day when I'm bigger, I will be able to help people with the other stuff that happened in the past. So with that said, I hope that you enjoyed the tea. Someone actually asked about this on TikTok, and I thought, she asked about my love life, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe this will be good for her. Then she gets a little bit of an insight into that side of my life. The next coming vlogs are going to be showing me a lot getting into yoga and balancing my chakras and self-reflecting and journaling and trying to heal my traumas and trying to get myself out of toxic villainhood and yeah, just back into the light in many aspects. Trust me, I am nice. I am the person that you think I am. I just am not perfect like everybody else isn't. I'm justifying myself now, so I gotta go. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed the tea, click the red subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. If you are, like the video, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I'm gonna give you absolute freedom on this video to comment whatever you like instead of giving a code word, because it's open for, this topic is open for, you know, conversation. I think it will evoke some things in you to talk about. So let's continue the conversation in the comments. I love you so much. Next week it will be fun facts, because this was hard. I will be doing something similar soon, but I gotta take a breather. Okay, see you on Friday on the vlog. I love you.